Shalom, first and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ruchak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach you well. Shalom to the elect, 144,000, first and foremost, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. I'm your brother Tabal Yakuna, coming at you with another lesson, Lord willing, is edifying. Just doing like a little tag team on one of my own little in transits, and I'm probably gonna break it down in a few parts on this black woman, on the Israelite woman. All right, so Lord willing, it's edifying.
Be careful about these women out here, man. We always talk about the woman, especially the black woman. Hey, man, she's made to be against the man. We see how that plays out nowadays, man. Why?
Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this. It says, because I said that the woman is made to be against the man. And that's scriptural. All right, so this is the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power, or thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. So the devil's playing games with Eve, which is so-called, which is the Israelite woman, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, is so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American women playing games with y'all, man, and all the women in the world. And so she's put up on high, and she's she thinks she got it going on. There's all these movies that this devil has placed in the past, with Little Women and all these things that put women on a pedestal, and because he knows that if you put things out of order, the woman over a man, which the scriptures say don't do, then it's easier to push forth wickedness, really. All right.
Because just like in the garden, she follows Satan, who the earthly representation of the spiritual demon Satan is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Esau meaning in the Hebrew, Ishashua, meaning wasted away as he. You see that in his physical appearance. He's a clean leper. He has what we call leprosy, lacks melanin. That's a mark. That's the mark of Cain. All right. So he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. The devil meaning deceiver. He's the adversary. Satan meaning adversary. All right. All
right. So in Genesis, the the third chapter. I'll grab it real quick. What does it say? It says, this is Genesis chapter 3 and verse 6. It says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for her, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired. This is the tree of knowledge, the tree of good and evil. All right. It says, and a tree and a tree to be desired to make one wise. She took of the fruit thereof and did eat. Right. So that fruit is the philosophy, that this devil in the garden, manipulated her to think that was good for her. But the Lord said to Adam, don't eat of it. It says, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. Naked meaning that they knew that they not literally naked, like how they depict these things in the Bible and in these Bible stories on television and in movies, but their covering, the covering that the Lord gave them, of perfection, they were exposed, man. They were in sin. Okay, it says, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
Everybody kind of knows that in the back of their mind. And you go through your day to day, and people kind of like forget it. And this devil is always pushing enchantments in the earth through his media to make him seem like to hide himself. The scriptures speak about him being a fugitive and a vagabond, man. All right, so he'll make himself appear as if he's lightweight, so to speak. He's just invisible. He's nothing to really pay attention to, but he's really evil and wicked.
Yeah, so let me grab this real quick because the scriptures speak on that as well, and this is one way that because Eve is the lesser vessel, right? She's the weaker vessel, as the scriptures say. But before I grab that, Lord willing, I remember that. Let's grab this real quick. Because the serpent, Genesis, if you jump up in Genesis, the 3rd chapter, it says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. And the beast is just referring to human, any human in the field. It says, which the Lord power had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, hath the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. Right, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. So she was even, she was told not to do by the Lord, not to do it, which probably told by way of Adam, right? Everything decent and in order. But what did the serpent say? And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. You shall not surely die. It didn't say you won't die. You said you shall not die completely. Right? It says, for the Most High doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So that's a temptation, man. So, her being that weaker vessel, and not following the instructions of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, she got caught up in the temptation of the devil. 1 Peter 3 and verse let's go to 1 Peter 3 and 6. Ooh, verse 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in the Most High. That's the thing, man. These women nowadays, they don't trust in the Lord, man. They don't trust in the Lord. They trust in their own mind. They trust in this devil, man, who's giving them these philosophies that you don't need a man. You don't need, you can do it by yourself, girl. All this bullshit, you know, readings, tarot cards, witchcraft, the shit goes on and on, man. Now, this is who she's trusted in, man. It's the same thing again, man, as in the garden. It says, who trusted in the Most High, adorn themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. Right. They were in order, back in them days. Verse 6, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. And that's what the women in the kingdom going to do, man. They're going to call us Lord because everything's going to be in order. I know, women may hear this now and be like, they cringe to hear that. But if you know that you're following the right way, a man of the Lord, then you shouldn't cringe, This place, it has this thing of mindedness, where you, it has this thing of, the multiverse, where everybody basically has their own way of thought. They live in their own fucking world, man. You can go out in the grocery store and you see that. You could just feel it. Excuse me. You can just feel it. People are everybody's on their own. It doesn't even matter if you're talking to somebody in your own family. They're off on their own little independent thing, man. Everybody is independent, man. So we talking about the philosophy of divide and conquer. This devil is on a whole nother. The division is. This AI is extremely shattering, man. He's shattering but that's spiritual as well. The division in the world, man. What in the book of Matthew. Think not that I come to bring Slaki, how does it go? Tell you, nay, but rather division, right? This is the book of Luke. Yeah. Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth. It's Yahushua speaking. I tell you, nay, but rather division, right? So this division is being sown, by the devil. But, also this truth is causing divisions in the earth, man. You're going to have people, they're going to side with what they want to side with. And there's that split between good and evil. All right. So, back to 1 Peter 3